If you're looking to graduate from residential real estate to large commercial investment projects, you have come to the right place. Now, commercial real estate has a tremendous earning potential of generating substantial returns with the benefits of hands-on investing, value-add projects within finite upside, and have professionals manage your portfolio with many tax benefits. So stay tuned to find out the advantages of investing in commercial real estate as compared to residential type. Can I let you in on a little secret? I talk to a lot of investors, and a lot of them have confided in me the challenges and struggles of scaling their single-family portfolio. Now, many folks start their real estate investment journey with a lot of enthusiasm, buying a handful of single-family rentals, only to realize how challenging, exhausting, and expensive it can be to expand and manage their single-family home portfolios, especially if they are in different geographical locations. Now, you might also relate to the challenge of scaling these properties once you hit the debt-to-income ratio. Now, more on debt to income in detail in another video, but I do agree with the fact that there are similarities between commercial real estate and residential type. For example, the significance of location and accessibility of the property, the neighborhood, the cash flow that you get to enjoy, and the appreciation of the property. And there are many tax benefits. So why are so many investors moving to invest in commercial real estate? Let's find out. Number one, higher profits. Typically, larger commercial real estate offer higher profits because the dollar amount which is gained per square feet in commercial real estate is much higher. Now, usually a commercial real estate property, let's say like a multifamily, is going to have multiple tenants as compared to a single tenant in case of a single family, which results in higher income. Now, many commercial spaces are typically occupied by businesses, and they can afford to pay higher rents because this commercial space significantly impacts their business. Now, the sheer volume and scale at which you're operating in commercial real estate, you can actually justify hiring full-time staff in order to take care and maintain your properties. So this frees up your valuable time to expand your portfolio or retire if you'd like. Another very lucrative reason in case of commercial real estate are triple net leases, which is exclusive to commercial real estate. Now, in case of a triple net lease, the tenant pays for common maintenance, property insurance, property taxes, etc. So as a landlord, you pay little or no expenses. More on triple net leases in another video, but let's move on to the second advantage of commercial real estate, which is stability. Now, the commercial real estate leases are much longer, so there's more stability in terms of your income. Now, in case of multifamily, for example, you have hundreds of tenants. So even if some of them move out, it's not going to lead to a total vacancy loss as compared to let's say a single tenant in your rental home. Number three, valuation. Commercial real estate valuation is impacted by the income that is generated by the property, and it's not directly affected by the buyer's sentiment. So this kind of creates an opportunity for you as an investor to increase the valuation of your property by increasing the income it generates. Number four, passive income. Many investors that do not enjoy fixing toilets and late night calls from their distressed tenants, this is a great way to earn passive income while delegating all the operational duties to the operator of the property. Now, in case of residential single-family homes, even though let's say you do have contractors or property managers, they will still turn around to you for the final sign-off on any decision before acting on them. So it's not truly passive. Number five, lower vacancy risk. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the advantages of lower vacancy risk in case of commercial real estate is usually because you have multiple tenants and you have much longer leases. Also, it is very rare to have longer vacancy periods in case of commercial real estate. Now, a typical commercial real estate contract, lease contract, they have clauses where as a tenant you are supposed to notify your landlord well in advance before leaving so that they can release the property on time, and this also helps the landlord to reduce their turnover cost. Number 6, longer term leases. So commercial real estate, as I mentioned earlier, offers you stability unlike residential because the leases are typically pretty long. In case of residential, maybe the leases are month to month, 6 months, a year, maybe 13 months, but in contrast, commercial real estate leases are typically 5 years, and it's not even uncommon to have leases as long as 12 years or 15 years or 20 years. Now, of course, longer the leases, obviously you have a steady flow of income as an investor. This also saves a lot of your time and money on churning tenants, and it saves a lot of marketing costs to attract new tenants. Now, long-term tenants can be as much as a bane as a boon. It is pretty expensive to evict long-term tenants if you're having problems with them. So commercial real estate investors have enough resources to do a thorough due diligence on their tenants and vet them enough before signing leases. They make sure that they have a good look at their financial statements to qualify these tenants in order to mitigate risk. Number 7, commercial loans. Now, commercial loans are more dependent on the business itself and the income it generates rather than the borrower to mitigate the risk. So they're much easier to get and easier to scale your portfolio. Now, residential loans, on the other hand, are heavily based on the borrower and their financial situation. So for scalability, better return and terms, risk diversification, and passive income, more and more investors are now moving to invest in commercial real estate. So does this pique your interest in investing in commercial real estate? Watch out for my next series of videos explaining the challenges of investing in commercial real estate, and let's do a deep dive into each type of commercial real estate properties.